Parmar Bhai, now we are live. You can start.
Thank you, Cyril Bhai, Jai Jinendra, everyone. Are we waiting for Samniji or we are going to
Um,
continue?
yeah, somebody usually joins.
Okay.
They haven't joined yet. I didn't think we need to wait. She'll join in, I think. She'll just join in.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Jai Jinendra, everyone. Thanks for the
Well, there's one.
opportunity.
People will start joining in. I mean, there's very few right now, but they will begin to link in,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
typically I do the yoga session in the morning, but this is a different take. So let's see how it goes. We will review the poses, and if needed, I may demonstrate because we might just have had dinner, so we just have to see if everybody may not be able to follow. So, having said that, I want to jump to the again as a precaution. This is a complimentary. Consult your physician um, and do what your body can handle without getting injured. Okay? That's the very important part. I always try to repeat it. We all get excited and we want to try, but just make sure we all at different stages. So today's topic is yoga for women's health. Uh, my again, thank you to Naina Ben and Devendra Bhai. They provided the medical background and research studies they shared with me, and based on that, I have selected the yoga poses. So if there are medical questions, Naina Ben and Devendra Bhai are there to cover.
We are.
Thank you. So let's jump into it. We are um, there are so each one is a different study. Um, this protocol is for menstrual pain, Cobra Catfish protocol, to increase the pelvic circulation and reduce uterine spasm. The sequence again is Cobra, and it reduces cramps and pain. And they suggest 3 rounds holding for 10 to 15 seconds. You may not be able to hold on day one, but build it up to that. And not holding the breath, continuing your breath, regular breathing. Of course, the cat cow pose. So cobra pose, I think we have done together. And cat cow pose, it mobilizes the lumbar spine and pelvic floor. And I'm going to show you the diagram of each of these poses. And fish pose, again, it stretches the abdomen and the, I don't know, how do you say, psoas muscle. And then the corpse pose. So let's look at the cobra pose. We have done that. There are variations to it, and feel free to interrupt me anytime. If you have a question, if you want to offer any suggestions. So if you're trying to get in slowly, then you may put the lower arm on the floor. So you come up with a kind of a baby cobra. And then if you feel more confident, then you can have just the palm and come up. If you have a wrist issues, then I would suggest put the lower arm on the floor with the flat palms on the ground. The key is your hips must be on the ground so that your back gets engaged and gets a chance to uh, create the flexibility. There are various variations of this pose. You can bend the leg, for example, both the legs, so they and try to for the top of the head to touch the sole of the both the feet. That's one option. Other option we have a Tiriyak Bhujangasana. So you can, while the head being straight, look over to your right side uh, and see if you can see your toes. And again, we have done that on left side and see if you can stretch it as much as you can, bring the toes. Look at the toes on the left side and come back to the center. You come down and again rest for a few seconds and come back up. The key is it shouldn't feel that you're holding a lot of weight. Your face has to be relaxed. Face muscles have to relax and smile. This is one of the challenging poses where I've noticed where our face becomes very tight. So be aware of it, and go only as high as you can without causing too much demanding strength, and you can build it up. So we talked about variations. We talked about how to get started, the benefits, you're aware of it. Any other question before I move on? This is the cat-cow pose, Marjariasana, which we have practiced. This is fantastic relaxing pose also. Creates a movement on in the pelvic floor, but also an abdomen. Also good relaxing where it stretches and relaxes your back. You're looking at the ceiling, meaning looking up, drawing prana, the sun's energy, and you're looking up, the back is curved down. Exhaling, you're looking down and your abdomen is touching your back muscles. So that's you're doing the back movement up and down. Now you may wonder, okay, how do I create a variation? Perhaps I want to do lateral side muscles on the rib cage. So what you could do is come into this pose and then look over to the head is towards the right and your hip is going to the left. Head to the left, hip is going to the right. You're creating somewhat of a movement, stretching on the sides. I don't know if I'm making sense, or would you prefer that I demonstrate? How do we do that? Should I stop, share, demonstrate, or just continue this and demonstrate as the questions come up? Feel free to unmute and let me know. Okay. So this is
the folks should have be eaten early. So if you do want to pose this, they were already like be warned to kind of have dinner early. So if you do want to show anything, I think they should be okay.
Okay, let me try to show this. I think just to make it very interactive, can somebody pin me? What do I need to do? Pin. Okay, am I pinned now? So, okay, you're able to see me, yeah? The chair is not in the way. So, Cobra, what did we say? Cobra, we basically put the hands close to the shoulder. Let's say we want to really start, both the lower arms on the ground, and this is what I can do today based on where I am. That's okay. Now I feel stronger. I can go a little bit higher. So I put both the palms on the ground and come up with the baby cobra. Come down. Now I feel much stronger and I can go higher. Come down. And I feel my arms are strong. They can handle the weight, the stretch. Let me see if I can stretch fully. And the legs I spread, I bend the legs and see if my back of my head, as you can see, I can't do it. Visualize to realize and come down. Some of you may be more flexible. You come up and you can look over to your right shoulder towards the toes, right toes, center, left toes, center. That's the cobra. Different variations I wanted to share with you. Marjariasana, cat cow. And again, we are going to do this in the yoga sessions, in case if you not feel up to it now. So the right above your shoulder, I mean, your palms are just above the shoulder on the floor. And I'm looking at this, looking up, my back is curving down. Looking down, my back is curving up. So this is something which we are familiar with. Now let's see, how do I do the variation? I'm going to look to the right, and when I'm looking to the right, I move my hip to the left. I just want to create some lateral motion. Okay, so that's the different variations of Marjorie Asana, cat-cow pose. Fish pose, another amazing pose. What can you do here? The diagram shows your legs are bent. It need not be. We can start with what we have done in the class, where the legs can be straight. The key is to bring the shoulder blade close to each other. Bend the legs, bring one hand and put the other hand on top of the left hand on top of the right hand, and you come down, and then lift your upper body up and plant the top of the head. Okay, now you're saying I can fold both my legs and do it this way. So what are the variations now? And because there are a lot of we all are at different stages. So you may like certain variations. So you may want to put a bolster in your upper back. I don't have a bolster to show, but maybe I have a block. So I can put a block so that my chest opens up, right? I lift my hips up, bring both the hands close to each other, and now my chest is opened up, and now I can do it like I'm supported by the block. Okay, it's a little bit less strenuous. Or you could put a bolster. Okay, so something that will basically lift your chest up, open up your lung areas, right? So whenever you're doing a pose, if you're having a difficulty and you can say, okay, how am I going to make it better? Less yoga sukhasana. You have to be in a very sukha means in a happy state when you're doing the pose. Shouldn't be under pain. They say sthira yoga. You have a stability and you have to be peaceful, happy. This is one of the toughest pose, corpse pose, because your mind is shattering, going everywhere. So yes, you have done, Kayasar Samriji has led, and you have practiced with your auto suggestions. So you all are familiar with the technique. But to stop the mind chatter, that is the key. Where the toes are falling by the side, the legs are about a foot apart, palms facing up. And another couple of things here, you could put a bolster or pillow below the knee so that your whole back gets a rest. Okay. You try to do it. You can put a pillow if you don't have a bolster, and you'll see a difference that your back is getting a lot more closer to the floor and feel a lot more relaxed, right? Circular bolster or circular pillow, give it a try on the hard surface and you'll feel a difference. Okay. So those are the part of the protocol, the cat, cow, fish protocol. Any questions? The second study is research with
Ramesh bhai.
Tell me, Rakesh bhai.
So we are doing each of these asanas 3 times. If you follow the protocol, right?
Yeah. So it depends. the cat pose, you're doing 10 rounds, whereas the cobra and the fish pose, you're doing it 3 rounds.
Yeah, so 3 rounds of cobra, then we move on to the cat pose, not do cobra, cat, fish, cobra, cat, fish, cobra, cat, fish.
Right.
No?
Cobra, cat, fish. You mean, okay, I see. No. Cobra, 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 cat,
Cobra.
cat,
Okay.
fish, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
you're getting into the thing. So every time you do one pose, okay, I have some limitation. Round 1. Round 2, you may say, oh, I'm feeling better, so that now I can be straightening my arms in the cobra, for example. Round 3, you'll say, oh, okay, I feel better. Maybe I can attempt to bend my
a little
legs.
bit more.
So you're gradually getting better and better as you do the same pose, as you repeat the pose.
Okay.
Can I say something? Hi, Jai
Sure.
Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra, yeah.
Hi. Okay, so I think first and foremost, it's I think the Sanskrit phrase you were trying to say is sthir sukham asanam. I think that's
Yes.
what you were trying to say, sthir sukham asanam. And number 2, when we're doing the asanas, in each asana, when you are doing pranayam, you are doing a body scan, an assessment of where you are and where you're feeling the tension and all of that. Obviously, you guys already know this, but because you're going to be doing like Bhujasana like 3 times or Matsyandra 3 times, and each time your intention or your goal is to improve from the last time, you have to be able to do a body scan. Not have to be able to, but the suggestion and recommendation is to do a body scan. So you know where to improve in each asana moving forward. And also, another thing is that, yes, this is a great, but depending on the type of yoga you're doing, so if we're doing women's health yoga, depending on if they're postnatal or prenatal, you may do yin yoga, you may do restorative yoga, and the sequencing is different. So it's not always going to be like cobra, 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 or like Matsindra, Masindhya, Masindhya, or cat, 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 cow, cat, cow, cat, cow. I just want to put that out there. So yeah, thank you for listening.
And Ramesh, I had a question. When you do the fish pose and you put your head back, as with time, when you get better and better, what's a decent time to hold it like that?
What's a decent time to hold it like that? You'll be starting very simple. Thank you again, Pari. I am not an expert of prenatal, postnatal. I'll defer it to the doctors. What would make sense? But this is primarily for menstrual pain. These different poses, this particular protocol primarily is for that. So in terms of the fish pose, we start with 15 seconds. It's not the regular breathing. It's a very slow and deep breathing. Can you get it to 60 seconds? That's a good target. May not get there on day 1, but it's good. There's no harm in doing it longer. But make sure there's no weight on the top of the head, right? Maybe just sliver, they're just touching the floor. That's the important part.
So you do 15 seconds deep, breathe in, 15 seconds deep, breathe out.
No. As long as you can deep breathe. If it takes me 3 seconds, exhale, let's say 4 seconds. Okay. In 15 seconds, I'm breathing for twice, right?
Got it.
14 seconds, yeah. So that way. If you can do 15,
no, I'm saying that's
yogi.
extreme. So I'm saying, what do you? I just want to clarify, but that's very good. So that's good. I feel that's one of the best ones for me for the sitting and computers. I feel this one is really, really good. I mean, it's a women's health today, but I feel this was actually a very, very good one for everybody.
Yeah. And again, if if your intention is that I really want to make a strong attempt longer, then don't hesitate to put a bolster or a pillow so that your chest is projected out, the chest opens up. So that will help you stay longer.
I would like to share one more important thing. When you do tilted head, don't stay too long because it's too much pressure in your head. While practice, then you can increase the time. And all these asanas are good for everybody, male or female, but especially The people who suffers from menstruation and premenopause is very, very beneficial. And for prenatal, like camel pose, and there are other pose which is a different subject, then they have to go a special class for that. They cannot do in common class. So in case, I just wanted to share this.
Thank you. Now, women's health, only women can share more insights.
No,
Thank you.
this is more beneficial, but as Masindras and male can do it also because it is good for the pelvic and the brain. So every human being can do it.
Moving on to the another research, the mindful yoga protocol for PCOS to reduce the testosterone level and anxiety. And there are this protocol has got 6 different poses. Sun salutation, the studies have shown it improves glucose metabolism. The butterfly pose, either seated or recline, it inner thighs, it stretches and hips. The garland, the squat malasana, opens the pelvic floor. And Naukasana, and we look at each of these postures. I want to make sure timing wise. And of course, bridge we have done before. Naukasana, it engages the core and abdominal organs. And the bridges stimulates the thyroid function. Let's see how they do it. Sun salutation, again, is overall wellness, using different parts of the body in different poses, and it improves the glucose metabolism. Baddha Konasana, the butterfly pose. So here we are familiar with this. Challenges, okay, my knees may not be touching the ground. What do I do? I can put blocks on both sides. If I don't have blocks, maybe put pillows on both under both the knees. So they are kind of rested, not hanging in the air. That could be the eventual pose, but you start with flipping your wings, the butterfly wings, slowly. Don't do it too fast, then body may, you want to evoke a certain sympathetic response. By doing it too fast, the sympathetic may get activated. So you want to do it gentle. And over a period of time, you will see that your knees are coming closer to the ground. So this is a pose, and you can do the same pose lying down. Okay. This is another pose. Fantastic pose. Opens up pelvic floor, opens up hips. The challenge here is sometimes we may not be able to sit too close to the ground. Perhaps use the yoga block on different levels, low, medium, or high. Depends on how low you're able to sit. So you can use the support of the blocks. That way you can stay in the pose a bit longer and go internal. Idea is to internalize these different poses. While in that pose, you internalize it, your breath becomes more slow and normal. Don't hold the breath. Then the no cup boat pose. Again, lying down, and the hands are above the air, above the floor, and then slowly lifting your leg up. This definitely requires a good core, and the more we do it, the more our core gets engaged and gets stronger. What can I do as a prop? I have not tried it, but to me it would look like if I can belt my soles of feet and hold it with both the hands, perhaps I can stay longer. Makes sense, right? I am belting the soles of my, let me just show you, demonstrate. I have not tried this. Let's just see whether this would really help if you want to stay longer. Lying down, here it is. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, it helps so much. I can stay much longer, right? So the belt provides me a good support. Here, bridge pose. Again, there are various variations of the bridge pose. You could actually use, and I'm not monitoring chat. If you have anything, please unmute yourself and ask me. Okay, I'm not monitoring. So if you have questions, please ask me.
Hi, Uncle. The boat pose, Nokasana, it's good to do in 15 to 30-second intervals. If that's too much, then it's good to do in 10.
Thank you. My suggestion is you have a certain mindset when you start and say, okay, what is my intent today? My intent is maybe I want to strengthen my core, or my intent is today to relax. With that intention in mind, okay, that is an overriding factor. I don't want to be in pain. If I can do it 10 seconds without pain, very good. If I can do 15 seconds, that's how I follow it. The book may say certain things, but I want to do practical and see what works for me and increase it. As you said earlier, right? Sthira Sukham Asanam. Stability, and you have to be feeling good. So here in this Bandhasan, the bridge pose, Setu Bandhasan, you can actually use the blocks here, right? To support your back. If you're just feeling that I'm not there yet, you could use actual blocks to support your lower back. You can stay longer. And this is how I would do it. Fold the legs, lift my hip up, bring the block on the lower back, right? And then straighten my legs and wrap my arms around my head. This feels good, and you can stay much longer. Okay, you can say that, okay, this is too high, I can go to the lowest setting, and I can stay longer also. Or you can say, no, I'm feeling adventurous today, I'm going to make it the maximum setting. And the block has to be very strong. You have to get a cork blocks so they don't bend. And this could be another way to go higher. Of course, nothing, if you have been practicing and if you're strong enough, nothing stopping from saying that, okay, I'm going to support my lower back with my hands, with the palms. Okay. Or you could say, no, I'm feeling fine. I'm going to clasp my fingers and go that way, higher and higher, and come down. This I have for one of my doctors when I went to him. I had some back pains, and he suggested I could do this 20 times, bring it up and down, and then finally I hold it for 15 seconds after I've done the 20 rounds. Again, each situation is different, each person is different. Use your judgment in terms of how much you are able to handle without pain, without discomfort. And of course, the corpse pose. The third protocol is MS, and there's an acronym for it, MS Flash Protocol for menopause, to address the hot flashes, sleep quality, and mood. And the poses that are suggested are, they recommend to use a lot of aids, such as bolsters or blankets. Of course, the reclined bound eagle Supta Baddha Konasana, and Viprit Karni and Janu Sirsasana. Let's take a look at each of them. Here is the recline butterfly. The soles of the feet touching. The knees may not be touching the ground, or maybe visualized to be there. You could put either blocks on both sides of the knee so that they are not hanging in the air to the lowest setting, perhaps, so that over a period of time, as the knees come closer to the ground, finally they are supported by the blocks. And then after you have practiced enough, or you feel that my hips are open enough, you can remove the blocks. The other variation I would suggest in this one, you could put a bolster lengthwise in your back, supporting your back. And that's such a therapeutic pose as well. Unfortunately, I do have something I want to show you, but this is not the ideal bolster. It's just a pillow I'm taking. So lengthwise, I'll keep it. It is long so that it can support my back completely. And the toes are, the soles of the feet are touching, and I'm relaxing. If you have a pretty strong, firm bolster, this pose will be very therapeutic, very recovery pose. It's one of the best recovery poses.
So you're not flapping your knees?
No, you're not.
Okay.
And it will open up. Gravity will pull you down. The reason you are flapping your wing, there, again, you're trying to speed up. But here, this is a very relaxing pose, and gravity will pull you down.
You can, if you want extra stretching.
Yeah, you can. You're correct. But this is the relaxing recovery. Okay. Viparit Karni. I know we have, Binaben said, we need to start doing this in person, but pay attention to this. And if you look at it, the back is 45 degrees, supported by the, your hips are supported by the palms, by your palms. There's no chin lock. So there's no chin lock, which means that your thyroid is not getting squeezed. In the shoulder stand, your thyroid is getting squeezed, and your back is almost vertical. Viprit Karni, it is a nice inverted pose. It's a good way to start. Again, you can use the wall as well. Let me demonstrate it. I suggest you probably, as recommended by Samniji Binaben, try to do it in person when somebody's there to help you. But the way I do it, I first tuck my t-shirt just to make sure I'm not conscious when I'm upside down. And then I go ahead and bend my legs, push my hips up 45 degrees. And this is Viparit Karni. Yeah? Bend my legs, come out of the pose. I can get the support of the wall. There's no wall here, but I could use the support of the wall, and I could do it that way too. There's no wall that's empty here.
Ramesh bhai, they have done in the class with the wall.
They have done, right?
Yeah, they know about it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And so the shoulder stand, you're going to squeeze your thyroid. Your back is almost going to be vertical. So that is the difference you can see. Viprit Karni and the shoulder stand, you understand the difference, right? Aha. Head to knee pose. Janu Sirsasana. What can you do here? If you're flexible, fantastic. Get hold of the toes. Face to touch the knee or the leg. You're saying that I'm not there yet, use the belt. Use the belt to pull towards the leg, upper body. And let's see if we can demonstrate this. So I straighten, maybe I should face it this way. I straighten my right leg, bend the left leg, and put it as close to my right leg as possible. Go for the stars, bend from the lower back, grab hold of my toes, ankles, anywhere. And how do I engage my belt? Much easier. I can hold them this way and come down slowly. Can I use the block? That will help me. Yes, of course I can use the block. Put it outside. The toes are pointing towards you. Put the block outside. And now get hold of the block and keep coming down. Make sure the leg is straight. Don't bend the leg. And I can change the side. My left leg is straight. Right leg is bent. Go for the stars. Grab hold of the block. Grab hold of the toes. Block. Anywhere the hand falls. And let gravity pull you down. There was a question about duration, and I had said you have to be comfortable and increase. Somebody suggested to me that when you're doing a child pose, for example, if your bottom is not touching the heel, if there is a gap, for example, I'm just giving you an example. You can stay in the pose for 3 minutes. Your gravity will bring it down and your bottom will be touching the heels. But it's a comfortable pose. So you can do it for that long. Certain poses, this one, the Janu Sirsasana, it may be challenging to begin with, but you could work your way up and do it. Any question?
Yes. So this Janu Sirsasana is similar to Paschimotsatsana.
Paschima, you have both the legs straight.
That's the difference. Okay.
Right. Good question. Good observation. Yes. But again, you can use the belt, you can use the block to basically have your upper body come closer to the leg. Let's do it.
Okay.
Right. I can use the belt. I'm holding the toes.
Oh.
If you want to use extra help, use the belt. If I feel more stretched, then I can have a block outside and keep holding the block. Use that as a support to coming down. So these blocks, these accessories are useful to have them handy for your own practice when you're treating people. As you start using them, as you get more comfortable, you can help others. Okay, this is how we can help you. If somebody has a certain limitation, certain challenge, okay, belt, bolster, block, anything else. Chair. Okay. Going forward, Some of the additional supportive asanas for menstrual challenges. I'm going to give you the benefits and then the poses we can see in the slides after this. Apanasana, knee to chest. Relieves the cramps and spasm, reduces bloating discomfort, promotes relaxation, reduces stress. Bloating. We have done this with one knee at a time. We can do both the knees together. We'll take a look. Recline twist, Supta Matsyendrasana. Supta means lying down. So Matsyendrasana, we can do that in the chair, we can do that in lying down, we can do that in sitting. There's so many various ways to do it. Of course, we did the bridge pose. In addition to the relieving the menstrual cramps and pain, reducing bloating and discomfort, it regulates the menstrual cycle, reduces stress and anxiety, but also the bridge pose strengthens the pelvic muscles. It has all the benefits listed above, plus more. Deep squat, Malasana, again opens up pelvic area, but it has all the other benefits that is listed in the recline twist. Ustrasana, camel pose, it strengthens the back muscles. And the chair pose, Utkatasana, again, we will take a look at this, again strengthening pelvic muscle. Knee to chest is here we are doing with both the knees. So you could have the head on the ground, the knees coming to the chest. And if you feel more comfortable, you can bring the nose to the knees. You can start with one knee, do the other knee, then bring both the knees, and then bring the head. So there are various ways to improve on that.
So this would be Pavan Muktasana.
Pavan Muktasana, that's correct. Pavan Muktasana will be one leg. This is the, we are doing both.
So both.
Apan Vayu travels down. Pran and Apan. Apan Vayu travels down, and you're holding both the legs. And Pavan Muktasana and Apan Vayu, it's a similar pose. That's correct. We do more helpful is the left leg because you're squeezing our abdomen. So if you have bloating and gas, the left leg I've noticed to be more effective. But in this case, they are suggesting both the legs. Recline twist. You put both your hands in the back of your head and look on the opposite side. This is again a fantastic pose. We'll do it together. I'll demonstrate it, and again, if you're at liberty to see if you want to do it. So let's do the Pavan Muktasana and then the reclined twist. So I can keep the leg straight, bend it, bring it close to the chest. This itself is fantastic. It gives me a good massage to my lower back. Let it go and chain the leg to the left side, bend the leg, hug the knee into my chest. And this is, I'm squeezing my abdomen. It's fantastic for releasing the wind. Now lift both the legs, bend it, interlace my fingers outside of the knees and bend it and squeeze. Somebody has a question? And release. Now, I feel up to it. I can go ahead and bring my nose to the knees. And I can do the same thing mostly with a single leg. Okay. So as you can see, there are different variations based on where you are. So now, with the recline twist, the idea is your shoulder blades have to be on the ground. bend the legs, and then bring the right knee, right side, move it to the right side, bring the knees to the right side, and look over your tail to left. And you can put both hands under you also, as long as the shoulder blades here and the elbows in this case are on the floor, right? It shouldn't be coming off, which means that you let the gravity do the work. Stay longer this way until the shoulder blades touch the ground. And similarly, change the side. You may feel one side is more flexible. In my case, this is less flexible than when I was doing on the right side. Prior to this pose, perhaps we can prepare. Open the legs, shoulder width apart, and then you try to bring the legs to the right side, center, left side. So you're trying to create some mobility. You're stretching. You can do this half a dozen times, no problem. And then bring the legs together, and then if it touches the ground, well and good. Doesn't touch it, fine. But be aware that your shoulder blade must be as close to the ground as possible, or touching the ground. And you will feel, you will hear cracks. Sometimes if I've been sitting for long, when I do any of these poses, I can feel sudden cracking where that, hey, it's relaxing. Back is coming back into his natural shape, natural position. We have done this Setu Bandhasan bridge pose without the block, with the block. Malasan. I want to demonstrate Malasan with the block. And then we can remove the block and see how we do. I put the block to the medium height, and I sit on it, and in the prayer pose, pushing my knees away, opening my pelvic area. Okay, I'm able to do it. Make it to lower setting. And pushing my knees out. Back is straight, face is relaxed. Okay, I can do without the block. Let us see what happens now. Again, we are gradually improving. Without the blocks, pushing the knees away from each other and relax. This is a preparatory pose for a lot of other poses. One other pose, probably Kakasan, crow, which we're not going to do, but this is good for opening pelvic floor as well. In India, still some houses have it. The toilet is this way, so it's easier. Body doesn't have to work hard to release. Very natural. Aha, camel pose, Ustrasan. Camel pose. You could do it with the bolsters, with the chair, various ways you can do this to improve. So, okay, and my thighs are straight. I'm supporting my lower back, looking at the ceiling. It's the first state. The second could be I'm grabbing hold of let me turn around. My heels. Okay. Now, how would I use a bolster? It will help me actually. So that way, again, I can use a bolster get this support of bolster has to be higher. This bolster is not comfortable. But you can actually use the bolster to help you. This is definitely a challenging pose as well, camel pose.
Ramesh, if my hands are not easily touching the back.
Like this?
Yeah. No, like on the toes.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's take one hand. So that requires certain preparatory pose. So let's do a good question, but I'll give you a preparatory pose. So let's do Vajrasana, right? So now your thighs are getting stretched. You're sitting in Vajrasana. Okay. Now I'm going to do Supta Vajrasana. I can use the bolster if I need. I lie down in Supta Vajrasana. So my thighs are getting stretched and I can feel it.
You have to loosen up your shoulder muscles in order for you to become flexible, in order for your hands to reach. So you would have to do asanas that entail upper body movement.
So we are going to do both.
But I think Ramesh bhai, what suggested for the thigh stretch out, this is the best thing, because when you do camel pose, it's a lot of tension in your thigh muscles. That's why this is very important practice. And then you can reach your heels.
It's important practice, but if your hands aren't reaching, right, you can't take your hands backwards. You would have to stretch you'd have to do asanas and stretching for your shoulder muscles, your upper back.
So usually when your thighs and that stiffness goes away, you will have flexibility to reach your hand as well when your body moves.
Okay.
So Ramesh, when you're doing this, when you're trying to lean back, one hand at a time is fine, right?
Perfect. Because it's balance also, right? Balance also.
That would be Ardha. It would be an Ardha Uttarkasana camel pose. If you do one hand at a time, it's Ardha. Both hands is the camel pose.
Yeah. So how would I use a chair?
So Ramesh, what I'm saying is that like you did, you did one hand at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, that I think is doable by me. I can then do that. And then
you just do one hand. Okay, my right
one
hand
at a time. No, like you did it. When you went back, you did one at a time.
I hear you. You take
Yes.
it off. Okay, I use my right hand. I can touch it, bring it back. Then I touch my left hand. Maybe I need some work. Maybe that area needs to be stretched. And I continue working until I can touch the left hand. Okay, both I'm able to touch. Then you come back to the center and then touch both one at a time, right? You test it.
Ramesh,
You test out one at a time.
Ramesh bhai, I had one more opinion for camel pose to be easy way for everybody. If you can again go back on the mat, it's very, very easy to do. If you can help me out with that, please.
Sure. Tell me. No, this is good. I like this. Interactive is how we learn.
Yeah. So why don't you get again in the there you go, Ramesh bhai. When you keep your feet upright, your sole and feet is upright, not on the ground. Your ankle is not touching the ground. You're keeping upright. There you go. Perfect. Now you do the Ustrangasa. It's easy to reach.
That is what I do.
You're getting extra few more inches.
That is what I do. That's I cheat.
So that's what you should do. Okay.
Fantastic.
So thighs muscles to get flexible Vajrasana will help you Ustrangasa to get more comfortably for sure. And if you want inches, then Sital, keep your tip little up, sole, you'll be able to reach.
Yeah, you're right. The strain is in my thigh muscle and in fact my knee a little bit. So
this is so much better for me. Thank you for the tip.
No, this is really
yes,
good.
I can do that.
Extra few inches makes all the difference, right?
Yeah, ask me any pose, I will give the tricks.
That's a good help. Yeah, I think for beginners it helps a lot.
No, don't consider yourself as a beginner.
Yeah,
nobody's a beginner here. Our bodies are at different stages. All of us have different levels. So nothing about beginner or intermediate or advanced. The other point I want. Go ahead, Binaben.
what I was saying, whenever you do Ustrasana, first try with the steep heels upward, beginner, and then automatically you will be able to do the original pose by keeping the ankle on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's it. I just wanted to say that.
And what you can't do, I tried is once it's up
yeah,
and I
you do
touch
one
it.
hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do tomorrow more practical. We have our class. You'll
Yeah.
get
One hand is
thoroughly
Ardha.
idea. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing
Thank
odd
you,
or
Pari, but we're
anything.
just trying to get to two hands step by
There
step.
is nothing, sorry to say that, but in Ustrasana, there is not Ardha Ustrasana, never. Just say, if you are beginner, do with one hand, that's it. There is nothing like for that one, Ardha Ustrasana.
Let's look at, we have a couple of minutes.
The
I want to
asana
do
book
one.
would tell you otherwise. The asana book would tell you otherwise. There actually
Yeah, but there is a
an Ardha.
Ardha Matsendra Asana like that, but you will never see Ardha
I think
Ustrasana. For your knowledge, I'm just saying.
Let's not get into the nomenclature, but I just want to see, can I practice it? Can I help others? So go ahead, and this is a chair pose. My hands are parallel. I'm going to sit on the chair, 45 degrees. My thighs are making 45 degrees to the lower leg. Then I can stretch my arms up. It's one of the hard poses, I think, to sustain it for long, but you build the strength in your legs, in your back. A lot of things are working in this one. Just
Can
in the
you tell
interest
me
of
the
time,
breath, Ramesh, the breathing when you're doing it in and out, when you in and
continue. Don't
Okay.
help you. None of the yoga poses, except in sun salutation, they ask you to hold breath in that.
Perfect.
The 6th or the 7th. Otherwise, breathe. Right, 45 degrees. My thighs, hands parallel. I'm sitting on the chair, getting ready to sit, and I stretch my hands above and smile. Don't, if you're not smiling, which means that you're in pain, which means that you're not there and you improvise. You do it on the chair and you just get up 1 inch above, lift your bottom up by 1 inch, and slowly, remove the chair. You see? Use the props.
So, Ramesh bhai, we are supposed to keep the hand straight, or it should be upward in the
In the
sky?
air. To start with, as if I'm going to preparing to sit on the chair, right? And then I take my hands in the air, above my head. I'm getting ready to sit. I'm there in the pose.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's all I had. Again, I use many references, Preksha.com, Yogic Way of Life, and Bihar School of Yoga. Very traditional. For props, Iyengar style. Iyengar style is very helpful. This is just a props I wanted to show you. Bolster. There are a lot of pranayams that go along with these asanas. I think Samniji or somebody is going to cover that, but our focus was primarily on asana. Any question? I know it's not appropriate time to do yogasana. That's why I want to do a lot more show on the screen and demonstrate somewhat where demonstration could be useful.
This was awesome, Ramesh bhai.
My gosh.
You did a great collection of
I did virtually all of them, and I
poses.
tell you, when you do the camel, you feel an achievement because it's like you're throwing yourself at a risky, you're gonna fall. You got this little going back, and then when you actually get it, you just feel this like okay, because I didn't think I could do it. I did on the center once twice, but I think I was watching a little bit slowly, but it was good. I think it's good for us to get good at it, keep practicing a lot, and get good at it, because then how can we be good teachers? So, and I think, and to the point of all different versions, and this is a general comment, but we do want to learn one way, so we can examine one way. I think variances are good, but I think our purpose is to teach one way more or less with the way the teachers teach and stick to that. Otherwise, when you come to exam time, you may not get rewards for any other solutions. Trying to do this, there's so many versions, so I think we stick to what we're learning. Discussion can be in chat. We can discuss afterwards. Opinions are always good, and different methods are always good. But let's respect the teacher's time, and then the next person coming for meditation, and then we can always expand our knowledge and discussion. So I hope that makes sense, because I can't keep time otherwise. Who is going to be ready for the meditation next? Who's doing it today? Is Samriti on? Samriti will remember. Manami, Samriti, are you on?
I think it's Puri.
Oh, it's Puri? Okay,
Hello.
perfect.
Before we end, I just have Nami.
Yeah, good.
I just want to end with one note. 30 seconds. You talked about camel. We spent some amount of time. We did bridge. There is a commonality because both are also focusing on the back. Camel does back as well as thighs. Bridge does back as well as thighs. So if you are proficient and strong in bridge, get into the wheel. That will help towards camel also. Okay, just suggestion. But again, don't do it on your own. Do it under some supervision. Bridge, the wheel is a chakrasana is a little bit tricky pose, but it requires good flexibility in your back. That will help in your ustrasana, in your camel. So, thank you. Jai Jinendra.
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you so much.
That was awesome, Ramesh. I want to say it again.
Jai Jinendra. I'll let you continue.
Okay, so Rameshji has already explained everything very well. So there is nothing to say. He is expert of yoga, and what he teaches, he is very clear about that. The scientific and the practical problems he knows very well. So I need not to say anything about him, but yes, he would always be the part of the schools.
And it's a collaborative learning, Vandami. It was good. Getting feedback from Pari, from Bina Ben, from Rakesh Bhai, different questions. That's all makes us better. So I like the format. I like people open. Maybe you're trying at home and you're saying, oh, maybe I need to get some help. Maybe I need to ask questions. So do that. This is very encouraging, not just for yourself, but also others also. Then they get motivated to try when you have the specific question. This is a good learning.
Yes, it is true. The participants are very interactive and also knowledgeable, so they can interact easily. Yes. So today's class is finished.
Thank you.
Yes. So we can stop here, or we have meditation can be taken. All are ready for meditation? All are ready for meditation?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, Vandami.
So today, who is ready to give session? Sachi is there. Pari. Sachi, would you like to give the session?
Not prepared. I'm sorry.
Sachi. She could not give a session last time also, but you can keep the book open, but you have to keep all those instructions in the mind before taking session of other people. Just right now we are learning or practicing, so you can see the instructions from the book.
And we're a family, so don't have to worry about it. We're not trying to be perfect.
Yes. Just I want that you should be open for taking classes.
Sachi, we can't hear you.
Your audio is not working. If have you spoken something? Yes. So why you are not audible?
Yeah.
You are not audible. Is there something which is blocking your voice?
But it's very calming, though.
Yes.
Okay, so she is rejoining.
And Samriti,
Let me know what you are saying.
I was just saying that there are people. Sorry, it's echo. Just 1 second. There are people who are also joining but offline and catching up. So just be aware, even there are a couple of people who are actually offline, still seeing all the talks and lectures and practicing. So we can even ask them to present this one day. So I'll let them know whenever they can also do these practice sessions with us.
Okay, yes. So we should continue on that.
Yeah. Sachi, did you fix it? I still can't hear you. Well, maybe you can prepare for Monday.
Okay, so I should take the session of today, is it?
I can do it, Samriti.
Okay, you can.
I mean, I'll try. I haven't prepared, but I'll run through it.
Yes.
I've done it this many times, so I should be able to.
Okay, you can.
Okay, Vandami Samriti.
Yes. So your video is open.
Hang on. Is it open?
No.
Why is it?
Yes.
Why is it? Oh, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. All right. So everyone, sit in a relaxed position. Either if you're on the floor, Sukhasana, Padmasana, or if you're in your chair, sit comfortably in the chair. We're going to place your hands in Gyan Mudra and place them gently on your knees, or thighs, rather, if you're in the chair. And you're going to gently close your eyes. And we're going to begin the meditation with 3 Om sounds. So we'll begin with a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to make the Om sound. Om. Breathe in. Om. And the last time, deep breath in. Om. And today we're going to be practicing the perception of body. And to begin with, we are going to do relaxation, Kayotsurg, with relaxing all the parts of the body before we start the perception. So take your focus onto the big toe of the right foot and suggest it to relax. Relax, relax. Move to the other toes, the sole of the foot, the heel, ankle, calf muscles, knee, thigh muscles, and hip. Suggest them all to relax. Your right leg is getting relaxed, and it's getting relaxed. It is relaxed. Moving to the left foot, focus your mind on the left toe, big toe, suggesting it to relax, relax, relax. Moving to the other toes, sole of the foot, heel, ankle, calf muscles, knee, thigh, and hip. Your left leg is now relaxed. Now move to the lower body, the abdomen. Looking deep inside, suggest all the organs to relax. Large intestine, small intestine, stomach, liver, spleen, kidney, all are relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Upper body, chest cavity, the lungs and the heart are relaxing. Moving your focus to your back, the spine, starting from the bottom, moving to the top. Suggest each and every vertebra to relax. Relax, relax. Going to relax the arms, both hands, starting with the fingers, the palm of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. Suggesting both the arms to relax, and they are relaxed. Now we move to the neck, all the neck muscles, and looking deep inside to the throat, even deeper to the vocal cords. Suggest them to relax. 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 The whole body from neck to the foot is relaxed. Now move to the head. All the facial muscles. Suggest them all to relax. Eyes, ears, mouth, cheeks, all are relaxing. Relaxing, relaxing. Inside your mouth, jaws relaxing, the tongue, let it hang loose in the mouth. Forehead and the brain. All is relaxed. Now the whole body is relaxed from the head to the toes. And we will now move to the perception of the body. Going to start with the big toe. And then now we are going to proceed deep inside. Look deep inside the toe. Looking at the muscles, the nerves, the vessels, bone. Same with the other toes. Looking deep inside, perceiving with no like or dislike. Just perceive. Same with the sole of the foot, the heel, ankle. As we move to the calf muscles, look deep inside and perceive the muscles, the nerves, the vessels. Knee joint and the thigh muscles up to the hip. Perceive the muscles, perceive the hip joints and the bone. Move to the left leg, starting with the big toe, perceiving deep inside, through the skin, the muscles, and the bone. The other toes, sole of the foot, the heel, and the ankle. Looking deep inside. Moving to the calf muscles. Knee, thigh muscles, and the hip joint. Deep perception, the muscles, the vessels, the nerves, and the bone. See what you can see. No judgment, no likes or dislikes. If you're having any pain anywhere, just perceive it. Watch. Now we'll move to the lower body. Look deep inside the abdominal cavity. Perceive all the organs. Large intestine, small intestine. Moving up to the stomach, the liver, the spleen, and the kidneys. Perceive the muscles, perceive the vessels, perceive the nerves. Move to perceive the diaphragm. And the upper body, the chest cavity, the rib cage. See the ribs, and then deep inside, going deeper, perceive the lungs and the heart, all its vessels. Moving to the spinal cord, the backbones, perceive the spinal cord with the nerves running up and down the back. This is the central area where all the nerves are running, the channels. Look deep inside, perceiving the nerves, any sensations that you feel, maybe warmth, maybe tingling. The vibrations. As we move up to the neck, going to look deep inside the neck at neck muscles, the trachea, and deep inside are the vocal cords. Try and perceive them and try and relax the vocal cords. The more relaxed the vocal cords, the less thoughts are in your head. See if you can perceive the vocal cords and perceive them. Moving to your arms, starting with the fingers. Move your mind to look deep inside the fingers, from the skin to the tissue and the muscles and the bone. As we move up the palm, the wrist, the forearm, looking deep inside at the muscles and the bones and the nerves. And the upper arm and shoulder. Now we will move to the head. And all the muscles, all the small muscles of the face. Perceive the small muscles. And look deep inside. Cavities of the eyes, the ears, the inner ear, the organs, looking at the mouth, the tongue, and perceiving the brain, vital organ. Look deep inside, perceive the neurons, the nerve connections. Feel the vibrations and the sensations as we perceive the brain. And now, as we have scanned the whole body, we're going to stand up gently, slowly, and take a scan of your body from head to toes and back from the toes to the head, rapidly moving up and down, scanning the whole body. Feeling there any sensations, vibrations, whatever you perceive, just perceive. Now you can gently sit back down again, and we will end the session with 3 Oms. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Now gently rub your palms together. Place them on your eyes. Take a couple of blinks. Open and close your eyes. And gently move your arms down and open your eyes.
Thank you, Nainaben, for wonderful session. You have learned all the instructions and spoke on your own.
Sure.
So
Yes,
that
I
is.
don't know whether I missed a lot
Yes.
of things.
Yeah, so when we learn by heart, then we can give session anytime. Otherwise, we have to be dependent on the textbook.
Right. Yes,
So-
I think it was tough to know what words to keep saying. Like I'm now looking at the book. I hadn't looked at the book before, but it's like direct your attention. That's what I'm supposed to. I kept saying perceive, and then I was saying I'm sure there's something else that I'm supposed to be saying. It's direct your attention to all of those places. Direct your consciousness.
Yes, so therefore it is necessary that we have to follow the text so that there can be uniformity. These old words have been given after a what we say long practice and very long experience.
Right,
So,
right.
So the appropriate words should be in our instruction so that the candidate can follow the
Yeah.
right path, right method.
Still to be learned by heart. That is, yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Samniji.
So it is good. All are doing good sessions. So it is good. All are ready now. So whatever is being tested in these sessions might be, I will not ask in the exam, but the remaining other meditations can be asked in the exam time. So be ready for others, okay? Which have been not covered in our sessions. Okay?
Okay.
So that you are familiar now with all these different meditations which you are giving, but you have to be familiar with other also, which are untouched. So we have covered relaxation, we have covered perception of body. I think a perception of breathing also we have covered. So the rest of meditations you have to focus on.
There is like color meditation, Vandami.
Yes, color meditation is there. Perception of psychic center is there. Contemplation is there. Yes. Yes.
We can do the new ones then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why from next week you have to start with color meditation. So everybody should come up with preparation, and you can see. The textbook is already with all of you, and the other handbook is also printed. So it will also be sent by post, and those who will come here.
I actually mailed them all out.
They will get that handbook also.
This is the whole set. I have actually mailed the. Oh, you can't actually see it because of the.
Yeah, go forward.
So so
Okay.
all that, you can just
Next
you
to please, I can see it. I don't know. I can't see it.
So I have mailed them out today to the ones that I have the address of. It's a
virtual background. If you will
you have to remove the virtual background.
Yeah.
Then only you can show the text.
And tomorrow we have an in-person session, in-person intensive weekend. So I hope to see everybody there. It's going to start in the morning with meditation and pranayams by Somniji from 8 to 10. And then from 10 to 12, Bina then is going to be guiding us with the yoga session. So these are all the books that I've mailed out to all of those who have provided me the address. And for all of those who are coming in person, I think you have all of them except the last 3. Which we have just recently got. So those you will pick up when you come for the in-person session tomorrow. And so we have the whole set. It starts with the introduction, then it's perception, then it's a relaxation, and then it's perception of breath, then perception of body, which we're doing now, perception of psychic centers, perception of psychic colors, and contemplation, and also suggestion. And then the additional ones are the exercises, the Preksha Dhyan, and the manual, correct? And then this is the introduction books. And then we have the little manual, which is really handy. So you're gonna have all these books by the end of it. So very well informed. And we've got a lot of work to do, learning it all.
Yes, so whatever we have discussed, that has been given in detail
Yes.
in these all booklets. So one technique is covered in one booklet. So there are small booklets, okay? Just the scientific and philosophical aspects have been discussed in of each of the techniques in each of the individual or separate booklet. So nothing is but just whenever you have to speak or you have to give one session, just you have to look at the first one book which is related to that technique, so that you could come to know what you have to speak and why you have to speak on
This one is actually for trainers, so it's actually really good. It does have all the instructions for each of the perceptions. And I think this would be a really good one to run through, when you can't pick it up. So I think Samniji has already said that we're going to do one mudra and two mudras, or was it one mudra, one pranayam?
One mudra and one pranayam, but come with all instructions, proper instructions, and also about the benefits.
And the benefits, okay.
Yes. Okay.
And then Bina's given her allocation of exercises to everybody, so everyone has to be prepared for this.
This is a kind of part of our final assignment. You can say final grade. So it is not that it is just for session, but you are also giving exam in some sense. Okay, so in that part you are covering.
Anybody coming out of town, we're welcome to stay at our house. The doors are always open. There are lots of bedrooms. So make sure you don't run back and forth, please. And Rakeshji, but anybody else also. Everybody is welcome. Anitaji, we're welcome to stay here. You can hide in the house. Lots of you'll feel welcome. And also, if you want to hide, you can be welcome to hide. It's big enough. So Pari from out of town. So if you're not this time ever coming, particularly for the exam, don't book anything. Just stay with us. Okay. So don't have to worry about that, and we can have a good time together.
Vandami, I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, but I'll join on the online session. Sorry. But I'll be here in the morning again.
Yes. So everybody has to be there in full time. For full time, and try to keep the videos open so that the instructors can see you are following what she or he is saying. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for enjoying the course.
Very nice session, Naina.
Devendra Bhai, I have sent one message. Have you seen?
I see. Now I'm going to edit it. There's some errors I've seen, so I'll edit it sometime and send it back, Samiji.
Okay.
But it's good.
Any change, any suggestion you can
just
give?
Just little edits. It looks perfect, Samiji. I think, whatever time we can, that is gold dust, Samiji. Very nice.
Okay. Because we have to advertise it in the time also.
Yes. I'll make some language, some little wording edits, just simple things. I think looks good.
You can add it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you.
That's more Hassan breakfast in just.
Okay, Rakesh Bhai, are you going to be coming tomorrow?
Yes.
Excellent.
You have to stay here.
Please stay over.
Okay.
You promised last time, so you have no choice.
I did. It's been very busy, but this time I will plan to.
Yeah, we'll let you win at cards, don't worry, so you can come and be welcome.
It'll be lovely.
Yeah, it'll be very nice. We look forward to that. Very good.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.